How you doing, guys? It's Larry from LB Fitness, and we're going to run through today's shoulder and back pain and the relationship. So again, we're going to go through the common causes. If you actually do have an injury, what sort of program you need to go through? Or else, is it just something basic that you're doing when you come into the gym? Are you actually just diving into a workout without even warming up? So number one is, let's start off here with the most basic one. And as we go along, we're going to look at sort of corrections that you can do. And also in this video, we'll either incorporate it into the video, or we'll put a link down the bottom of the video to the sort of prehab work and the rehab work. So first thing, warming up. So when you come into the gym, if you have a group session especially, usually a lot of us just arrive around on time or else 5-10 minutes late. Number one, stop doing this. Get into the gym 5 to 10 to 15 minutes early. I'm sure whatever gym you are in, that they do not have a problem you coming early whatsoever, because it should be quite spacious. So number one is find a foam roller and then start doing a proper warm-up. Again, we'll link a sort of video into this on sort of what proper warm-up to do. So like here in Compound Fitness, for example, the lads have Agile 8. Have you ever even attempted to do any of this? Have you even attempted to come near a foam roller? Have you even attempted to do any sort of stretches with bands? Again, take responsibility yourself to warm up adequately. Get in early, warm up, guys. So especially if you're doing something like bench press, something like warming up with band pull-aparts or rotator cuff work, and then starting off, if you expect to do 10 sets of 10, say dumbbell bench press with 20s, you start off on 10s. You do warm set on 10s, you do warm set on 15s, maybe you do even 1 or 2 reps of 17 and a halves or the actual 20s, then you dive into a workout and start pushing. But if you're not warmed up, your muscles are simply just going to don't like it, and they're going to literally going to start tearing muscles and hurting yourself. Most basic one, start slow, 3 warm-up sets, get in the gym early and get going on this warm-up. Or else you can start off using my own warm-up here, which is like rolling your lats, thoracic, quads, glutes. Again, this should be done every day, and if you stay on top of this, guys, you will be getting this done every day, and you'll also not have to worry about sort of shoulder pain while you're benching, for example. Okay, guys, so you now sort of consider that limiting factor warming up. If you try that for a week or so and your shoulder is still at you, then you need to start looking at possibly pulling more. So instead of doing bench press, maybe you're possibly doing one-arm rows, band pull-aparts, or any sort of pulling movement to get your back stronger, your rotator cuff stronger, and to cover this. So if you spend another 2 or 3 weeks pulling more and you still find that you're being affected by your shoulders are still at you, then it's time to go into a prehab or a rehab phase. Again, your prehab phase or a general prep phase should always be included in your program. So you should have 2 or 3 weeks, once or twice a year, at least minimum twice a year, where you're going through things like single joint stability work, like a lot of rotator cuff work, a lot of things like Peterson step-ups for your knees, tricep extensions. Keep all these joints healthy. You cannot bench all year round really, really heavy and expect not to get injured. So it's important to throw in a prehab phase, and your sort of resistance work will also sort of cover prehab, etc. So don't be skipping your resistance work either. So let's move in, guys, into sort of video where we sort of describe sort of different prehab work that we do or that I do. And let's take it from there and see if we can answer any questions. But again, cover back pain. A lot of things for people with back pain comes from not doing this and not doing this. So if you don't have a particular warmth, if you don't have a routine of coming into the gym, if you're coming into the gym, you're diving straight into your workout, I can guarantee you problems, and that's what you're going to experience. Get moving, get supple, and tackle this 5, 10, 15 minutes every single session. Either take your Agile 8 warm-up or do the own warm-up that's on the board and linked in the video below. So that's your first protocol. Okay, guys, so first thing you need to do when you're looking at a prehab or rehab phase is you really for your shoulders and your back. So the back isn't really touched in this video. The whole thing is to get your shoulders right, these joints right, so that you're not as much internally rotated, because when you're in this position, you get thoracic problems, you start getting lower back problems. So we either work from the hips to fix lower back pain, a lot of lower back pain, or we also look at the shoulders, because those joints really and their position can affect your posture and this sort of posterior chain. So we're really going to focus on the shoulders today, and there is other videos that I have for lower back pain, which I'll link into this, as I said below before. So let's get into it. So what you need is 2 bits of equipment. You can do this before you do any bench press. This will be involved in your warm-up. You don't actually really need lacrosse balls and to do with loaded stretching. Good quality movements with a lightweight will help you get mobile into that position. But again, stretching will also help. But we're going to cover this today. So first, guys, get yourself quite a light plate, 2.5 kilo plate, even a 1.25 or 1 kilo plate or 1.25 like we have in the gym will do. and then also sort of a resistant band, so a band that's sort of resistant. So firstly, what you're going to do is down, foot flat on the floor. You want your posture as tall as possible. Don't be in this position. Really extend the spine and squeeze the shoulder blades together and get the chest out. That's the way you should be benching as well. Your shoulder blades should be pinned together. We'll go into that in another time. Elbow on the inside, grip the plate. Wrist stays solid, no floppy wrists. Elbow to the inside. Internally rotate. Feel a pull on the back of the shoulder. This is your external rotator cuff working, and then externally rotate. It's important that you don't sort of just flap, go as much internally as you can with a right angle in your elbow, and then external rotation, really pushing back, pushing that posture out. Feel a pinch in the back of the shoulder. Down, really slowly, up. Feel a pinch, pause for 2 seconds, wrist straight, and sort of force that shoulder back into that position, and you'll feel a pinch in the back of the shoulder. That's your rotator cuff work. You need to start strengthening that. So 10 reps either side of that, 2 or 3 seconds down, as much internal rotation as you can, and then get the external rotation at the top, getting a pinch in the back of the shoulder. Once you do 10 reps either side of that, you grab your band pull apart. You can do this while you're sort of kneeling or standing, doesn't really matter. What you're going to do is you're going to squeeze your glutes so your back is nice and flat, knees are turned on, shoulder blades are down into the pockets, arms straight, 10 with your hands facing down, pausing, squeezing your shoulder blades together, back out, 10 with your hands facing upside down. Again, working the range, guys. You do not really need a really heavy band. The mistake that most people making is to get the band is too heavy and they're literally doing this, or they're bending their elbows, really reaching out. Light band, it's all about quality movement. The more reps you put in and the tempo, if you're nice and steady and you're pausing here, you'll get the quality of the movement. Don't get a really thick, heavy band. The same with your weights. When you're doing your weights for your rows, lower the weight and get a good quality posture. Back flat, glute squeezed, and then work on that. Again, it's your posture that's really affecting your shoulder pain and creating shoulder pain and lower back pain. So try those 2 exercises, 10 reps, 10 reps, 10 reps hands facing down, 10 reps hands facing up, 3 sets, 2 to 3 sets warming up, and do it afterwards as well. Do that for 2 or 3 weeks and you should see a good improvement in your shoulders.